Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Baseball to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know when we go live and eBay Live. Also, mention no birthday, link down in the description. Box number one. Good luck, everybody. Emmanuel Rodriguez, pretty play 1 of 1. Jared Thomas, 1 of 7. Owen Hall, 23 of 35. Peyton Toll, 7 of 10. Quinn Young, 2 of 3. Ryan Sloan, 15 of 35. And Rentaro Sasaki, Luna Rarity, 10 of 10. Randy Johnson, 76 of 99. Trent Carraway, 2 of 99. Brendan Sproat, 22 of 35, top 100. Hagen Smith, 1 of 10. Bryce Rayner, 2 of 5. Christian Moore, 3 of 5. And Vaheva Aloy, 1 of 10. Greg Maddox, 30 of 49. Jeff Bagwell, 30 of 99. Walker Yanek, 13 of 25. Theo Gillen, 20 of 25. Steve King, 20 of 49. Ryan Bald Schmidt, 2 of 10. And Travis Bazzana, 10 of 15. Gavin Gravak, 21 of 99. Jose Canseco, 7 of 99. Anderson Brito, 11 of 25. Franklin Arias, 1 of 2. Kalen Culpepper, 1 of 35. Kellen Lindsay, 23 of 35. And Roman Anthony, 4 of 6. Box number 5, Josue DePaula, 56 of 99. Urangelo Ciente, 45 of 99. Kyle DeBarge, 3 of 3. Levi Sterling, 11 of 15. Liam Peterson, 1 of 3. Luke Holman, 3 of 5. And Jace Laviolette, Brendan Summerhill, and Xavier Nayes, 1 of 10. That'll be going to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have any of those 3 guys. Bo Jackson, 45 of 49. Griff Farrell, 37 of 99. Cash Mayfield, 2 of 6. Trey Savage, 9 of 35. Caleb Lomavita, 16 of 35. Alejandro Rosario, 13 of 49. And Ben Hess, Henry Lane, dual auto, 7 of 15. Box number 7. Darryl Strawberry, 7/99. Kennedy Corona, 22/49. AJ Gracia, 5/5. Griffin Burkholder, 2/10. Carter Johnson, 3/6. Eddie Reinders, 5/7. And Jace Laviolette, 3/10. John Kruk, 3/25. Mike Schmidt, 9/99. Trey Phelps, 1/1. Juan Nunez, 9/15. Daniel Savette, 5/15. Dean Moss, 2/3. And Ethan Conrad, 12/15. Box number 9. Eduardo Tate, 81/99. Noah Schultz, 5/25. Brady Ebel, 3/25. Shrink Caraway, 6/8. Miguel Blaze, 1/5. Gavin Turley, 1/1. And Chase Burns, 6/8. Charlie Condon, 71/99. Dave Justice, 7/25. Dontrell Willis, 20/25. Chuck Knobloch, 2/10. Braden Taylor, 19/25. Carson Benj, 1/1. And Cruz Schoolcraft, 1/35. Box 11. Roger Clemens, 24/25, and Jefferson Rojas, 94/99. H.W. Vargas, 1/49. Jonah Tong, 1/1. Blake Burke, 6/10. Savage, 1/1 printing plate for Dylan Cruz. And Jose Canseco, 10/15. Final box to break, box number 12. Good luck, everybody. Alejandro Rosario, 59/99. David Ortiz, 96/99. Josue DePaula, 3/25. Cam Connorella, 2/25. David Shields, 18/25. Luis Morales, 2/15. And Xavier Nayes, 2/10. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break, as always. Starting off your Monday with us. Do appreciate that. Apologies, Tim. We have failed you again. Still no Don. All right, for the hits. Emmanuel Rodriguez, Jared Thomas, Owen Hall, Peyton Toll, Quinn Young, Ryan Sloan, Rentaro Sasaki, Randy Johnson, Trent Caraway, Brandon Sproat, Hagen Smith, Bryce Rader, Christian Moore, Faheba Aloy, Greg Maddox, Jeff Bagwell, Walker Yannick, Theo Gillen, Seaver King, Ryan Waldschmidt, Travis Pizzana, Gavin Gravach, Jose Canseco, Anderson Brito, Franklin Arias, Kalen Culpepper, Kellen Lindsay, Roman Anthony. Josue DePaula, Urangelo Ciente, Cal DeBarge, Levi Sterling, Liam Peterson, Luke Holman, Bo Jackson, Griff O'Farrell, Cash Mayfield, Trey Savage, Caleb Movita, Alejandro Rosario, Dale Strawberry, Kennedy Corona, AJ Gracia, Griffin Burkholder, Carter Johnson, Eddie Reinders, Jace Laviolette, John Kruk, Mike Schmidt, Trey Phelps, Juan Nunez, Daniel Savette, Dean Moss, Ethan Conrad, Eduardo Tate, Noah Schultz, Brady Ebel, Trent Carraway, Miguel Blaze, Gavin Turley, Chase Burns, Charlie Condon, Dave Justice, Dontrell Willis, Chuck Knobloch, Braden Taylor, Carson Benj, Cruz Schoolcraft, Roger Clemens, Jefferson Rojas, Echeverry Vargas, Jonathan, Blake Burke, Dylan Cruz, Jose Canseco, Alejandro Rosario, David Ortiz, Josue DePaula, Cam Conarella, David Shields, Luis Morales, and Xavier Nance. And headed to random.org, Ben has Henry Lane, Jace Laviolette, Brendan Summerhill, and Xavier Nance. Alright, we're going to get random.org set up and good to go, knock these two out. And then we are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Jumbo Football in a few minutes as well. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to your hard valve for us. We're going to go 4 times on each random, starting off with Ben has and Henry Lane, dual auto. That is 3 times. Final roll. Henry Lane coming out on top. Congratulations. Next up is the triple auto, Jace Laviolette, Brendan Summerhill, and Xavier Nance. That is 3 times. Final roll. Jace Laviolette coming out on top. Congratulations. Alright, that is it for baseball. We'll be back in a few minutes with 2025 Leaf Metal Football. Get you guys back here shortly. All right, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Relief Metal Football Jumbos to get into. When we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save it to the seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know we go live at eBay Live. I also mention no further destination. Link down in the description. Box number 1, Caleb Jackson, press proof. Thomas Castellanos, 15/49. Xavier Restrepo, Matt Zollers, and Blake Corum out of 149. Landon Holly, 2/5. Jeremiah McClellan, 3/5. Malik Washington, 10/12. Antoine Hill Jr., 2/4. Andrew Marsh, 1/1. Achilles Smith Jr., 7/10. Celeste Moa, 5/5. Elijah Haven, 22/25. And Jeremiah Love, 1/2. Mark Gronowski, press proof. Andrew Armstrong, 40/49. Caden Dixon White out of 149. Elijah Haven, 2/10. Cam Skedaboom out of 149. Austin Simmons, 9/20. Jordan Tyson, 13/25. Rashad Amos, 4/5. Maverick McIver, 1/1. Braylon Russell, 1/1. Urian Dickey, 1/2. Andrew Aplaya, 2/2. Ryan Puglisi, 12/15. And Cam Ward, 1/5. Ryan Wingo, Justin Tucker out of 149. Cam Davis, 1/1. Riley Leonard and Peyton Thorne out of 149. Aaron Anderson, 5/12. Trevor Jones Jr., 11/15. Will Griffin, 2/10. Baron Sorrell, 2/2. Joe Montana, 1/1. Raheem Sanders, 2/10. Xavier Restrepo, 4/8. Sam Levitt, 6/20. And dual auto, Caden Salter and Juju Lewis, 13/15. Box number 4, Jordan Davison, press proof. Tyron Tracy Jr. out of 149. Jalen Daniels, 25/49. Dallin Hayden, 8/25. Jason Witten out of 149. Kyle Monangi, 3/4. Mason Holtzclaw, 7/15. Haas Haney, 5/5. Ricky Collins, pretty play 1/1. Giovanni McCoy, 2/3. Jamie French, 1/1. Jake Brittingstool, 6/7. Demond Williams Jr., 3/5. And D, Jay Lagway. 2 of 5. Aaron Anderson. LaDainian Tomlinson, 16 of 25. And Drew Aller, 7 of 25. Ryder Lyon, 6 of 49. Avery Johnson out of 149. Jaden Bow, 7 of 7. Blake Shapen, 2 of 10. CJ Tiller, 4 of 15. Jeray Tank Hawkins, 2 of 3. Ryan Rakowski, 11 of 15. Zion Chris, 1 of 1. Luke McCaffrey, 7 of 10. Eric Singleton Jr., 1 of 1. And Rashad Amos Ulysses Bentley IV, 1 of 1. Monterey Foster Jr. Cam Ward out of 149. Baby Metzauer, 25 of 25. Elijah Haven, 36 of 49. Harlan Berry out of 149. Jalen Brown, 1 of 2. Devin Carter, 1 of 1. Deshaun Riddell, 1 of 5. Caden Dixon Wyatt, 12 of 12. Kendrick Law, 1 of 3. Mark Gronowski, 8 of 8. Darian Coleman, 1 of 1. Ryder Lyons, 3 of 5. And triple auto, Juju Lewis, Antoine Hill Jr., and Camario Taylor, 14 of 25. Box number 7. Chris Henry Jr. Jim McMahon, 25 of 25. And Nicholas Singleton out of 149. Casey Conception and Calvin Russell out of 149. Oscar Delp, 2 of 5. Jackson Taylor, 4 of 7. Ulysses Bentley IV, 2 of 7. TJ Lateef, 5 of 5. Jabari Brady, 3 of 3. Frizzell Shepard, 7 of 7. Jalil Farouk, printing plate, 1 of 1. Ryan Wingo, 4 of 4. And Gunnar Stockton, 5 of 5. Final box of the break. Good luck, everybody. Press proof. Raheem Sanders. Jadarian Price. 15 of 25. Dan Marino. 45 of 49. Juju Lewis. 15 of 49. Peyton Manning out of 149. Derek Zammett, 4 of 5. Daniel Melky, 3 of 7. Toby Walker, 2 of 4. Shadez Green, 5 of 5. Noah Rogers, 1 of 3. KC Conception, 1 of 12. Roman Wilson, 1 of 2. Avery Johnson, 1 of 1. And Ted Tyrone McMillan, 1 of 5. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. As always, go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we'll take care of our randoms. For the hits, Thomas Castellanos, Xavier Restrepo, Matt Zollers, Blake Corum, Landon Holly, Jeremiah McClellan, Malik Washington, Antoine Hill Jr., Andrew Marsh, Achilles Smith Jr., Celeste Moa, Elijah Haven, Jeremiah Love, Andrew Armstrong, Caden Dixon-White, Elijah Haven, Cam Scadaboo, Austin Simmons, Jordan Tyson, Rashad Amos, Maverick McIver, Braylon Russell, Urian Dickey, Andrew Aplaya, Ryan Puglisi, Cam Ward, Justin Tucker, Cam Davis, Riley Leonard, Peyton Thorne, Aaron Anderson, Trevor Jones Jr., Will Griffin, Barron Sorrell, Joe Montana, Raheem Sanders, Xavier Restrepo, Sam Levitt, Tyron Tracy Jr., Jalen Daniels, Dallin Hayden, Jason Witten, Kyle Managi, Mason Holtzclaw, Haas Haney, Ricky Collins, Giovanni McCoy, JV French, Jake Brenningstool, Demond Williams Jr., DJ Lagway, LaDainian Tomlinson, Drew Aller, Ryder Lyons, Avery Johnson, Jaden Bow, Blake Shaven, CJ Tiller, Jerry Tank Hawkins, Ryan Rakowski, Zion Chris, Luke McCaffrey, Eric Singleton Jr., Cam Ward, Mabry Metzauer, Elijah Haven, Harlan Berry, Jalen Brown, Devin Carter, Deshaun Riddell, Caden Dixon-Wyatt, Kendrick Law, Mark Gronowski, Darian Coleman, Ryder Lyons, Jim McMahon, Nicholas Singleton, Casey Conception, Calvin Russell, Oscar Delp, Jackson Taylor, Ulysses Bailey IV, TJ Lateef, Jabari Brady, Brazil Shepard, Jalil Farouk, Ryan Wingo, Gunnar Stockton, Jadarian Price, Dan Marino, Juju Lewis, Peyton Manning, Derek Zammett, Daniel Melky, Tommy Walker, Tredez Green, Noah Rogers, KC Conception, Roman Wilson, Avery Johnson, and Tetyrone McMillan. For the press proofs, Caleb Jackson, Mark Gronowski, Ryan Wingo, Jordan Davison, Aaron Anderson, Monterey Foster Jr., Chris Henry Jr., and Raheem Sanders. And headed to random.org. Caden Salter, Juju Lewis, Rashad Amos, Ulysses Billy IV, Juju Lewis, Antoine Hill Jr., and Kamario Taylor. Alright. That is it for football. We're going to set up random.org real quick and get these three knocked out. We'll be right back with you in a second. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Come with your hot review for us. We're going to go 6 times on each random, starting off with Caden Salter and Juju Lewis, dual auto. That is 5 times, final roll. Caden Salter coming out on top, congratulations. Next up, Elizabeth IV and Rashad Amos. That is 5 times, final roll. Rashad Amos coming out on top, congratulations. And next up, finally, Juju Lewis, Antoine Hill Jr., and Camario Taylor. That is 5 times, final roll. Juju Lewis coming out on top. Alright, that is it for football. We are on to 2025 Leaf Signature Series Multisport here in a few minutes. Going to get that set up and good to go. We'll be right back with you. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks. I'm B, the dude who got one case of 2025 Elite Signature Series Multisport to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks, and let you know when we go live at eBay Live. Also, mention no purchase necessary for link down in the description. Box number 1. Good luck, everybody. Reminder that all cards are 1 of 1 unless otherwise noted. Dwight Stevenson, Larry Little, Charlie Condon, and Julius Erving. Otis Anderson, Pavel Nedved, Theo Gillen, and Barry Sanders. Vince Young, Rick Pitino, Kate Harping, and dual auto, Johnny Bench and Pete Rose. Boom. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have either of those guys. Randy White, Rasheed Wallace, Jake the Snake Roberts, On's Card and Scry, 24 of 100, and Miguel Cabrera. Box number 5, Juju Lewis, Gabriel Magalhaes, Adrian Beltre, and triple auto, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Nature Boy Ric Flair, and Hulk Hogan. 1 of 1, boom. That will also be headed to random.org, so stay tuned for that if you have any of those 3 guys. France Arkenton, Caden Boozer, Cliff Harris, and Brooks Koepka. Bill Bradley, Johnny Bench, Mike Schmidt on card, 47 to 75, and Paul Skeens. Boom. Eddie George, Sam McDowell, Jason Williams, and Gabriel Martinelli. Bob Greasy, Jace Laviolette, Omarion Hampton, and Ricky Williams. On card inscribed, 71 of 100. And final box of the break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Mike Schmidt, Edgerrin James, Brandy Chastain, and Steph Curry. Redemption. Boom. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break as always. Go ahead and get a hit recap going real quick, then we'll take care of our randoms. Coming up next is 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century, so look forward to having you all in here for that as well. For the hits, Dwight Stevenson, Charlie Condon, Barry Sanders, Gabriel Magalhaes, Adrian Beltre, Fran Tarkenton, Caden Boozer, Cliff Harris, Brooks Koepka, Bill Bradley, Eddie George, Gabriel Martinelli, Bob Greasy, Edgerrin James, Randy Chastain. Larry Little, Julius Erving, Otis Anderson, Pablo Nedved, Kate Harping, Jake the Snake Roberts, Miguel Cabrera, Juju Lewis, Johnny Bench, Mike Schmidt, Paul Skeens, Jason Williams, Jace Laviolette, Omarion Hampton, and Mike Schmidt. Theo Gillen, Vince Young, Rick Pitino, Randy White, Rasheed Wallace, Sam McDowell, Ricky Williams, and Steph Curry. And headed to random.org, we've got two of them. Johnny Bench and Pete Rose, dual auto. And Stone Cold, Steve Austin, Nature Boy Ric Flair, and Hollywood Hulk Hogan. Triple auto. Alright. Let's go knock these two out at random.org, and then we're on to 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Going to through how to be valid for us. Going to go 8 times on each random. Starting off with Johnny Bench and Pete Rose. That is 7 times. Final roll. Pete Rose coming out on top. Congratulations. And finally, triple auto, Steve Austin, Ric Flair, and Hulk Hogan. That is 7 times. Final roll. Stone Cold Steve Austin taking it home. Congratulations. Alright, that is it for Multisport. Thank you guys so much for being here on a Monday. starting your morning off with us. Look forward to having y'all back in here sometime soon. And we are on to 2025 Leaf Metal Pops entry. Catch you guys back here at the top of the hour. Alright, welcome in everybody to BMC Collectibles Breaks on B. Today we've got one case of 2025 Leaf Metal Pop Century to get into. While we get started, feel free to like and subscribe. You can also follow us on Instagram, bmc.collectibles, and save us as a seller on eBay. That'll make it that much easier to get back to us for more breaks and let you know when we go live and eBay Live. Also, to mention no purchase necessary, link down in the description. Box number 1. Ron Howard and Michael Imperioli for the press proofs. Derek Mears, Vera Farmiga, Tyson Beckford, and Sarah Michelle Gellar. And I just did all of that without saying the numbers. Sarah Michelle Gellar, 71 out of 500. Derek Mears is 9 of 10. Tyson Beckford is 2 of 5. And Vera Farmiga is 1 of 6. Let's do better in the next box. Can't hear or see anything on eBay Live. Looks like everything's good on our end. I think that might be, well, actually, if you can't hear me, then I don't know if you can hear me helping you. Restart the app is the correct solution, I believe. Megan Fox and Matthew Lillard, Brittany Plate. Alicia Ware, 6 of 7. Mike Mylock, 3 of 15. Gianni Paolo, 13 of 20. And dual auto, Ben Stiller and Brett Favre, 1 of 1. And we're going to get this bad boy into a fresh top loader because that is ugly. Ta-da. That'll be headed to random.org at the end of the break, so stay tuned for that if you have either of those guys. Gonna have to do that again. Dual press proof, Charlie Sheen and John C. McGinley, and Alara Flynn Boyle. Frank Fair, 2 of 5. Susan Anton, 7 of 8. Jenny Garth, 1 of 4. And Amelia Clark, 1 of 1. See if we got to do that again. Box number 4. Richard Klein and Adriana Barbell. Bo Derek, 15 of 15. Leah Michelle, 2 of 5. Haley Steinfeld, 15 of 15. And Jenny McCarthy, 1 of 1. Box number 5. Ashley Eckstein and Helen Hunt. Penelope Ann Miller, 4/5. Selma Blair, 2/6. Joey Fatone, 5/7. And Jesse Metcalf, 85/100 on card. Engelbert Humperdinck and Charlie Sheen, John C. McGinley, dual press proof again. Dominic Chianesi, 2/4. Raul D. Lewis, 4/5. John Glover, 8/10. And Rosario Dawson, Rose McGowan, dual auto, 1/1. Nice. Triple press proof, Chevy Chase, Gina Davis, and Dana Wheeler-Nicholson. And Henry Thomas, 1/1, press proof. Mackenzie Phillips, 2/5. Rick Harrison, 4/5. Famke Janssen, 4/5. And Drew Barrymore, 1/8. Andrew Garfield and Roger L. Jackson. Jennifer Carpenter, 7/7. Nick Carter, 1/7. Charlie Sheen, 5/5. And Patrick Stewart, 1/1. Margot Robbie and Bella Ramsey. Lupita Nyong'o, 8/25. John Travolta, 7/25. Rose McGowan, 6/6. And Megan Fox, 8/8. Final box of the break, box number 10. Good luck, everybody. Tom Berenger and Joey Fatone. Susie Quattro, 11/15. Summer Rae, 2/6. Mystery Redemption for the Mystery Redemption spot. And Uma Thurman to close us out. And that will do it, everybody. Thank you guys so much for being part of the break. As always, go and get a hit recap going real quick. Then we'll take care of our randoms, of which we have a few. For the hits, Derek Mears, Sarah Michelle Gellar, Alicia Ware, Gianni Paolo, Frank Fair, Amelia Clark, Adriana Barbell, Bo Derek, Haley Steinfeld, Ashley Eckstein, Helen Hunt, Engelbert Humperdinck, Dominic Chianesi, Henry Thomas, Famke Janssen, Drew Barrymore, Andrew Garfield, Charlie Sheen, Bella Ramsey, and Mystery Redemption. Michael Imperioli, Megan Fox, Matthew Lillard, Mike Mylock, Laura Flynn Boyle, Ginny Garth, Leah Michelle, Jenny McCarthy, Penelope Ann Miller, Joy Fatone, Jesse Metcalf, John Glover, Mackenzie Phillips, Jennifer Carpenter, Nick Carter, Patrick Stewart, Margot Robbie, Lupita Nyong'o, John Travolta, Megan Fox, and Joy Fatone. Ron Howard, Vera Farmiga, Tyson Beckford, Susan Anton, Richard Klein, Selma Blair, Raldi Lewis, Rick Harrison, Roger L. Jackson, Rose McGowan, Tom Berenger, Susie Quattro, Summer Rae, and Uma Thurman. And for the multi-card, since we do have two of these, Charlie Sheens and John C. McGinley, we're just going to split them evenly. Say Charlie gets the cracked ice and John C. gets the, what is that, pink scope? Or pink circles, I don't know what to call it. And then we have to go to random.org for these three. Chevy Chase, Gina Davis, and Dana Wheeler-Nicholson. Rosario Dawson and Rose McGowan. Ben Stiller and Brett Favre. What is Oma number 2? One sec, let's see. That is 1 of 1. Easy enough. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys so much for being here and being part of the break. We really do appreciate it. We're going to head over to random.org real quick and get these three knocked out. Get you guys back here in a second. Alright, we've got random.org pulled up and good to go. Got to roll some dice. Got to be 3 or higher to be valid for us. Going to go 6 times on each random, starting off with Chevy Chase, Gina Davis, and Dana Wheeler-Nicholson. Triple press proof. That is 5 times. Bottom row. Gina Davis coming out on top. Congratulations. Next up is Rosario Dawson and Rose McGowan. That is 6 times for Rose McGowan coming out on top. And finally, Ben Stiller and Brett Favre. Bottom row. Ben Stiller taking it home. Congratulations. Alright, that is it for us for today. Thank you guys again. This has been BMC Collectibles Breaks. Look forward to having y'all back here sometime soon. We do have more pop up and listed from different years, so look forward to getting into some of that. And we'll catch you guys in the next one. Hope you have a great rest of your Monday and start to your week.